Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. This is gonna be real quick. I'm here to talk about the what's her name? Carlisha Hood situation. And what transpired in that restaurant, or it was like a hot dog stand or some shit like that, you know. Um I heard everybody talking about the situation, or I saw people were talking about the situation and what was going on. I didn't pay it no mind until like I saw the video of the young man, her son, um pulling out the blinky. Um and then I was just like, damn, like, why would you put your son in that situation? And then like I finally sat down and read what went down and saw the videos and whatnot. And yeah, it was wild. Now, personally, do I think that she should have put her son in that situation? Uh no. No, no. Uh According to the Instagram post, it's a lot because I was reading the article. The complex article that was just on the screen about that. Um uh, I don't know what's going on with this shit. Hold on. So should have set this up a while back. So I'm gonna show y'all the first video, or shall I say, we just gonna see um what happened with the first video. This is the gentleman right here, Jeremy Brown or something like that. Get your food. If you say one more thing on my brother, say one more thing on that. So from the looks of it, she looked like she was talking to her son. It looks like she sat there and told her son to go back to the car. This gentleman right here, Jeremy Brown, aka Pookie, I'll call him a Pookie because for you to allow a woman to get you to the point to where you want to put your hands on her, and then you proceed to put your hands on her, you are a Pookie. You are a Pookie from that point on, from that point forward, because you allowed somebody to get up under your skin to the point to where you physically harm her. If this was a dude, different story. We still don't even know what they was truly arguing about. But this is it will be a different story if it was a grown man. Then I wouldn't really care. But the simple fact that you allowed this woman to get up under your skin to the point to where you wanted to physically harm her, and you knew you just could have stepped away from the situation without it coming to this, without even coming to this. You put yourself in that situation, Jeremy Brown, 32-year-old. You put yourself in that situation. You know you're not supposed to do shit like that. And the funny thing is, he did it effortlessly, without truly thinking about it. He told her what he was gonna do, turned around and did it. So that means he done this plenty of times. You know, that's exactly what this means. You've done this plenty of times. And it goes it goes back to my post, my story that and what I said on my story. You know, his family, and I understand his family or people that were familiar with him. You know, they was having like a wake or something like that, but they're wrong for that. I'm not necessarily that they're wrong for having a wake for him, but y'all knew that man was a pookie. I'm gonna say it like that. And to have some shit like this right here, make it seem like this man was gunned down unnecessarily. I don't really agree with that, but it is what it is. That's your family. You know, that's your family. Of course, they gonna, you know, make it seem like it was unjust. I'm not even saying that they making it seem like it was unjust, but it looks like they were mourning the death of somebody that literally could have just stepped away and prevented all of this from even happening. This could have been prevented, bro. Like you all of this could have been prevented. And I keep saying that because like he knew it was a woman. And yet you proceeded to put your hands on this woman. She didn't put her hands on you. I don't even know what she said to you. She could have called you a bitch ass nigga or whatever the case may be. That still don't condone the fact that you allowed her to get you emotional and you hit this woman multiple times. You know, now, according to the Complex article, let's go ahead and just look at this. All right, murder charges against mom and 14-year-old son dropped in Chicago's restaurant. The Cook County State's Attorney Office is dropping charges in light of emerging evidence. Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son reportedly argued with the victim outside. Now, if you saw the other if you saw the other footage, which is this footage right here, the young man never said nothing to Jeremy Brown. Jeremy Brown was talking to his mother, the woman right here with the scarf. They got into a heated discussion, as you saw, and he started hitting on her. For what reason? Don't know. Started hitting on her. Now, am I saying that she's not in the wrong? I'm not saying that, because she could have stepped away from the situation. She could have stopped arguing with him. You know, she could have stopped arguing with that man as well. All of this, like I said, could have been prevented if both parties just allowed themselves to step away from the situation and allow it to cool down. If it was, God, for whatever it was, you know, like we don't know what they was arguing about. It could have been about, you know, her cutting him in line or whatever the case may be. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. But according to this Complex article, let's just go ahead and read it instead of me summarizing it. Okay. Murder charges against a mother and 14-year-old son is in connection with the shooting at Chicago restaurant has been dropped on Monday, June 26th. The Cook County State Attorney Office said that charges against Carlisha Hood and her son has been dropped following a review of the case. In light of emerging evidence, the charges against the two in connection with the June 18th shooting have been dismissed. Police confirmed, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof. The prosecution, in the prosecution of these cases, right? So, with the emerging evidence, they saw that the gentleman was violent. I guess they tried to make it seem like he was not violent. But yeah, they dropped the charges due to the fact that he initiated the incident. So yeah, I totally agree with this. I don't think she should have been charged with anything. I don't think her son should have been charged with anything. But it's the simple fact that we could have prevented this from happening by de-escalating the situation. Do I think her son should have came out of the car? They made it seem like she texted her, and then other stories is like he got out the car on his own free will. You know, if she did text him to come into the restaurant or to get the gun or whatever the case may be, she's wrong for that, in my opinion. She is wrong for that. And the reason why I say that is because you don't want to put your child in a situation like this. You want to remove your child from a situation like this. If you are with your child, you want to avoid all types of confrontation. You know, no matter how old the child is, you want to try to avoid all types of confrontation unless it's unavoidable. I would say that. In this incident right here, it seemed like it was unavoidable. It seemed like it was. The young man did what he was supposed to do. He protected his mother. Now, like I said before, did she text him saying, come inside the restaurant with the gun or grab the gun or whatever she texted him? There's no text messages stating that. And if it was, I'm pretty sure it would have been out by now. You would have been able to see the text messages. Let's go ahead and continue. The pair left the scene shortly. Prosecutors argued that Hood told her son to keep shooting Brown with the intent to kill. They also accused Hood of telling her son to shoot Brown's girlfriend. Now, none of this is concrete. Brown was not taken to a nearby hospital because he was pronounced dead at the scene. Surveillance video of the incident shows the moment the teenager opened fire on Brown, who was said to have intimidated Hood in the lead up to the incident. It is unclear what they were fighting about. And that's what I was saying. We don't know what they was fighting about. We don't know what that was about. That could have been about some shit. She could have been in the wrong. She could have said something. She could have said something to hurt that man's feelings and make him act violent. And I'm not saying it's right at all. It's really not. He shouldn't have put his hands on her. He should have walked away. He would still be here today if he would have just walked the fuck away. But yeah, Hood was initially placed behind bars on a $3 million bail and was scheduled to make an appearance in court on Monday. Details regarding her son were not released because he is still a minor. And that's it for the complex article. But like I said, I don't think she should have put her son in that situation. They said she texted her son to come inside the restaurant. Nobody really knows. If she did, the messages wouldn't have been leaked. They probably will be leaked later on because this is still fresh, even though it happened on the 18th. You know? So yeah, man. It's gonna get rough out here. It's gonna get hard out here. It's gonna be more incidents like this one with Carlisha Hood. Because how can I say it? It's a wicked world right now. It truly is. It's truly is. We already seen the rise in crime. We're gonna see rise in violence, even more so. And personally, I feel like we absolutely have to protect ourselves as ordinary citizens because your government is not going to do it. All they're going to do is just try to pass some gun laws where it's going to actually affect the people and not the criminals. Remember, gun control laws don't affect criminals. Criminals is going to have their guns regardless. Gun control laws affect the citizens. It enables us to protect ourselves against those type of people, the Jeremy Brown. You feel me? So, ladies, make sure you protect yourselves at all costs. That young man, he did what he was supposed to do, in my opinion. He did what he was supposed to do. He protected his mom at all costs. And it looked like from the video, it looked like she told him, go back to the car. That's what it looked like, in my opinion, because she was not directly looking at Jeremy Brown. Matter of fact, let's pull it up one more time. Let's pull it up one more time so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Pull it up one more time. Look, she's clearly not, she clearly wasn't looking at that gentleman. She was looking directly at her son who walked in the restaurant from the other door. And once Jeremy Brown, unleashed his hands on her, that's when he was shot. If she was saying, shoot Brown again and shoot his girlfriend, I think her demeanor and her body language would have been completely different from what it was right there. It looked like she was trying, in my opinion, de-escalate the situation. It looked like she told her son, go back to the car, I got it. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. So that's why I said the young man is not wrong for what he did. The young man did what he was supposed to do. He protected his mother. He did what he was supposed to do. Kudos to that young man. I'm just gonna have to say it like that, because this dude right here, he knew he shouldn't have put his hands on that woman. He knew what he was doing is wrong, and he just sat there and he just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna wail on you. He thought she was defenseless. That's why I say what I say. The weak prey on the defenseless. The weak prey on the weak. And that's exactly what this was right here. He felt like he could take his aggression out. Whatever he was dealing with before this, he felt like he could take his aggression out on this woman right here. And apparently, from what people were saying, or matter of fact, let's one more time. And then see?
Get your food. If you say one more thing, oh my God, say one more thing.
Matter of fact, hold on. Get the gun.
Get your food. Move, get the gun.
Oh no, get in the car. Yeah, like I said, get in the car. It sounds like she said sound like what I thought I heard at first. It sound yeah, but yeah. Hey, bro, it is what it is, dog. You met your maker doing shit that you wasn't supposed to be doing, bro.
Boom! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
He should have just de-escalated the situation. Nah, shit, he.
Move, get the gun.
Yeah, he said, yeah, she said, get in the car. Went straight, exactly. He said, on my grandmother, and got sent straight to her. Case closed. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, no, like, yeah. Yeah, bro. Cause like, yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm not saying that I would have put my child in that situation, but she tried to get him to go back to the car. She told him to go back to the car. So he took it upon himself to protect that woman. So kudos to that young man. He did what he was supposed to do, in my opinion. And to all the niggas that was sitting there talking about, well, like this is poor parenting, this, that, and the third. She told him to go back to the car. It looked like she was trying to de-escalate the situation from the video. That's exactly what it looked like to me. She was sitting there talking to him. He already wanted to hit that woman. Say one more word and I'm gonna knock you out. At that point, if you feel like you about to put your hands on a woman, walk away. Go away. Go calm down. Don't put your hands on no woman, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Unless she's trying to fucking stab you or some shit, then that's a different story. Or if she's trying to shoot you, that's a different story. But if she's not putting her hands on you, if you're in a situation like that and you feel like you about to slap a woman, you walk away, bro. Don't be that person. Don't be that, and don't be that dude. And maybe Umar was right. Whoever was in that man's life, Jeremy Brown, should have mentored him. I'm not saying that. What am I trying to say? I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a mentor program on the out on the outside looking in for some families. Maybe for some families, maybe there should be a dude or a man or somebody within the community to help try to mentor some of these young men out here. But for the most part, he should have had an uncle, a cousin, somebody that was able to talk sense into him to keep him from acting erratically like this in public. He should have had somebody in his life to be able to mentor him. Somebody. He clearly didn't have nobody. He clearly didn't. And for the people that was in there that allowed bro to put his hands on a woman, y'all sick. Y'all hoes for that. I'm sorry. And I understand, like, yeah, you shouldn't get in other people's business. You really shouldn't. I'm just gonna say that. Because there's been times where I was trying to break up a fight and then got into altercation myself. So it's just like you gotta pick your battles. I understand that. But in that situation, you clearly saw a dude was not armed. He wasn't armed. So the men that were there, they could have de-escalated that situation as well. They could have prevented from going down how it went down. I'm gonna say that for sure. In that regard, y'all was sitting there, y'all knew what was going on. You knew that woman was defenseless. You knew that man was gonna hit her. Probably should have stopped that situation from going down. Okay. Definitely should have stopped that situation from going down. He would have still been here if maybe he would have still been here if somebody would have stepped up and been like, yo, like this is not it. This is not it. You know, this is not it. But besides that, I'm happy the charges were dropped. I really am. I don't think they should have been charged with first-degree murder because somebody chose to put their hands on a woman, you know, and he defended his mother like he was supposed to. So again, hats off to that young man right there for doing what he was supposed to do. Besides that, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my videos. Share my channel, my YouTube channel, my Rumble channel. Follow me on all social media platforms. I appreciate the support again. I appreciate you just scrolling past my videos. The four people that like my videos, the 5 people that watch them. I appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. I am done for today. Thank you.